Hello, this is Jeremy here. Want to share with you about some very interesting methodology today about today's investment strategy. So this is my company over here called Core Invest Institute, and we want to share a few simple yet powerful techniques for smart stocks and safe options to hedge and profit from investments. So what we at the end of the day, we want you to know about the smart, simple, and safe way to invest. So just to introduce myself, I'm Jeremy, the 2 meter investor. You can call me the core investor as well. And I want to share with you that I'm an author, coming two books. One is called The Core Investor, and the other one is Don't Be Jealous, Be Hungry. And I'm a husband, investor, international speaker, as well as entrepreneur. So this is the methodology I would like to share with you, which is core investing. So core investing is actually an enhancement to value investing. I believe many of you heard before of value investing. So this is something that you want to actually take note of and understand more about, because this is something that can help you or enhance your investment strategy. Say like finding good companies with strong core attributes based on investment gurus like Joel Greenberg and Warren Buffett. You don't need circle of competence, you don't need estimation, you don't need to think about the growth rate and then get confused, be afraid of, and then you can't find the estimation. You think that will it really grow or not due to this current market volatility. And now, using core investing, you can use data and artificial intelligence (AI) to determine good or bad companies, and use relevancies of today's market and considers today's economic change. So this is what the methodology is about: is to actually enhance the whole process, not only looking at just based on the value of the company, but actually the core of the business as well as the economic news and factors that is affecting the company itself. So that's a disclaimer that what we share with you is expressed by our own personal capacity and not any way of represent any entity. So this is some sharing for you, and it's not a recommendation to buy or sell. So yes, the methodology, the core investing. So I'm going to start with what we're looking at: fundamental analysis as well as technical analysis. So we believe that if you know how to find a good company, you also need to know when to enter and when to exit. So imagine you found a good company and then you do not know the the market price. Say if market price is $50, and then you just okay, I just buy at $50. That's all. But if you know how to use technical analysis, know when to enter, you can even enter even cheaper than $50. It's maybe 48, 47. You can save some money here and there because you know when is the oversell and when is the overbuy, and so and so forth. So I'm going to explain a bit more later. So this is value investing about this is don't encompass everything, but this is what I think of. The pros of using value investing is that is Warren Buffett's methodology. So everybody feels comfortable, everybody talks about it, common use by seasoned investors, buy a discount, a margin of safety 50%. But how can we find such companies nowadays in such expensive environment, so expensive market now? So if you know that P ratio or the world P ratio is about 20, 30 over, and now like last Wednesday is all-time high in S&P 500, is all-time high now. And do you think that you can buy shares and just hold? You need a lot of time and effort to do the research. You need your circle competence. Imagine you are in engineering and then now you're looking for oil companies, or you look at pharmaceutical. I say, hey, how do I know? I mean, even for me, I'm a finance student, or from finance background, but how am I going to understand about pharmaceutical? No, I don't know. Unless I ask about people, I go and do a lot of research, and then I somehow estimate, okay, the growth. And if you look at pharmaceutical companies at its fundamentals, you don't think that it will be a good one for you, and mostly fail quite a lot of criteria if you follow value investing. And you kind of think and think and think, and companies are too high value and market is too volatile. So there can be a potential market crash, maybe next month, maybe next year. But how long are you going to hold your stock? And if it really crashes, are you going to hold and wait and wait? So this is some cons about value investing that you need to take note of. So like Warren Buffett, he started at age 11, started investing in 1942, bought 6 shares of City Services, and his investment fund started at 1956, which is so far away. Now it's 2019 and it started in 1956. That's how many years? More than 50 years. And you can see on the left side that he invested so long ago when it's so affordable, and now we are now even more than 3,000. And you can see that we have passed through many potential financial crises, and I just listed 2 of the very prominent ones, which is the internet bubble crisis in year 2000 and financial crisis at 2007 to 2008, and there's a recession at 2011. So if today, what are you going to do? If today is about 3,000, what happens if the market really crashes and goes down all the way to less than 2,000 and less than 1,000 in S&P 500? What will happen to your investment portfolio if you just buy shares, following the value investing methods? And I know you buying at discount can be great, but how long can you wait for this discount to come? So say for example, like this is just VIX that I'm just doing some sharing. A potential VIX share you buy at about 120 can drop to nearly $12.24. And the recent case about High Flux in Singapore, due to some issues with the company, from about $2 plus all the way now it's 0.011, and it's going down even further. So these are potential market, we call it something that we cannot control, market risk that an individual investors cannot control unless we only control ourselves, which is we do more research. We need to understand the news of the company, what's going on, go to for their AGMs and understand their management, what are they thinking, what's the growth for the next 5 years, and so on and so forth. There's so much work to do, and the market is so expensive. So what are you going to do if you want to follow value investing, the methodology, and continue to hold shares? So what's the solution, and what can you do now? What can I do now? So why not develop a new habit, right? Understand more about the new investment strategies out there and develop a new habit so that you can find good companies and research them without using much time and effort, and then every day just do a few minutes to understand about these companies. At least you know what you are doing and what you are investing. Change your lifestyle, which is instead of looking at buying a lot stuff now, and buying companies here and there, and think that it will grow. Change your lifestyle, understand how the new investing strategies can work for you, and then change your lifestyle so that you can save more money and compound more using investment strategies. And then set realistic goals. Is something that a lot of investors and people out there, they think that next year I can become a millionaire, and next month I can do something great with some investing methodology. There's so many different kind of investing strategies out there. There's forex, there's REITs, there's cryptocurrencies, and so on and so forth. So they all have their own risk, and you need to know how to manage them and set realistic goals so that you can actually achieve your KPI or your returns, and at the same time your principal amount, which most of the people do not understand, that there's so much risk involved nowadays, and people just look at how money can grow and how money can come easily to you, but that's not the case. So I want to introduce to you this methodology called core investing, where it can help you to further enhance your investment strategy. So what is the pros of this? So instead of just Warren Buffett, core investing also take in the consideration of Joel Greenberg's methodology. If you want to know more, it's called the magic formula. And it requires no circle of competence required, no estimation, no think of growth, and using data and artificial intelligence to determine whether it's a good or bad company, using a ranking system, using relevancy to today's market, and considers today's economic change. So core investing doesn't mean it have to be only stock and options. It could be anything else. Like say for example, if you want to buy diapers, I just taking an example, baby diapers in an expo, in a conference or somewhere, you can actually understand that there's promotions going on, and then say there's 50% discount. Then you can see that there are even more further discounts when friends recommend. And you can even see like due to market changes, there's so many other competitors coming in, they even further reduce. So you understand all these news, and you understand all these promotions going on for you. So before you even go to even any convenience store to buy, you already know that there's this conference or this expo where you can go in and just buy at a very discounted rate, because you heard about news and you heard about people telling you about all these promotions before you even enter. So it's the same example. Now if you use core investing in stocks, you can actually find out all the different economic news regarding about the company, the country, macro or micro, and then use the relevancy of today's market situation, and then invest safely into the market. So the good thing is that, or the best thing is that, you have more knowledge and more information, and not just buying companies at discount, and you also not looking at waiting for a long period of time to exit out, because nowadays market is so expensive. Why not considering short-term investments and long-term investments? And then you can actually based on the information you have today to put in the trade and take it out, so that you can profit even though the market is so high now. So the cons of core investing is that there's lesser knowledge of the company, you have little data on the management, and lesser valuation analysis. So this is something that you need to take off. And core investing is typically using data to actually get your information and then invest. So we do not go too much into the valuation. And even if you have the best valuation, the best estimation, do you think at today's market it can really reach to that goals that you think the market can go to? So this is some considerations that I hope that you can think about, and then understand more about the today's market. So 3 smart, simple and safe steps that I want to introduce and to share with you, which is number 1, find good company using the mobile app, which I'm going to share later, and then understand correct time to enter and exit, so that you can reduce your risk further, and then use option strategies to reduce your risk even further, because options is a very good tool to hedge and then reduce your risk. I'm not going to talk about option strategies for this session, and we'll share more about it in the next one. And I'm going to continue to share about how to find good companies. So as Core Invest Institute, we self-developed this mobile application called Legends of Investing, the world's most powerful social investment app. What does it mean? Is that it not only allows you to research companies in less than 15 minutes, but it also encompasses like cute little icons and avatars that actually share with you very useful knowledge, like say don't be greedy, always research your companies, give you some tips and understand about maybe some quotes of the day, so that you can understand and then don't feel so rigid, in such a way that you, once you see something that's so much information, and then you back off. So this is something that is very social for you. You can even ask questions inside the app. You can look at the gem system, where there's a ranking system. You can search for companies, and then there's a game in there for you to play. So and what's more, it's free to download and free to use. You only need to do is to go and explore and have fun with it. And if you really want to actually cut down your time in searching for good companies, you can actually go to GEMS, where there is this ranking system for you to filter companies. It's like there's 6,000 over US companies nowadays. And how are you going to research one by one? Right, so we use data and analyze for you using the ranking system. Please feel free to go and take a look at the gems. So this is some information that you can see, like say for example, this company called Disney. All right, that you can even look at what is it doing by the company description on the right screenshot. The middle screenshot will tell you the, say for example, the great returns, excellent earnings, quality, most value for money. All these are all formulated just for you to use this information so that you can decide what to invest in, whether it's a good company or it's a bad company, all the different ratios over there, the key financial ratios. And this is something for you to use so that you can make an informed decision to invest in the market now. So this is a very exciting app that we have created, and we hope that you can enjoy it. So some examples of technical analysis that we can look at, like enter and exit strategy. When we look at the chart itself, what we want to do is to enter at low price, exit at high price, and so forth. So this is what core investing will also will actually share with you, that not only just entering at low price and then hold for a long period of time. This is a fantastic chart from Apple, but since 2018, which is last year until today. So if you can hold, do feel free. But if you have only a small amount of money to invest, I don't suggest you to hold. You see, this is Apple, and now it's trading about $200 over now, and it means there's 200 over USD per share. If you want to get 100 share, there's about 20,000 USD. And do you want to risk that 20,000 USD if the market really crashes, right? I mean, this is a good company. Even though it crashes, there's a high chance that it will go up, but how long can you hold? Why not use different strategies to actually invest in the stock market, and you can even profit when the markets go down. So you can't do that with shares, because shares, when you buy like shares, you have to hold. The only time you win is that the market price goes up. All right, if it goes sideways, you don't win. If it goes down, you lose money. So that's the risk that you have to take when you buy shares. So if you want to know more about how core investing methodology can work for you, right, the smarter, the simple and safer way to invest, feel free to drop us a message. This is my number over there on the bottom right, our website, and send us an email if you want to know more, and we can catch you in the next video. Thank you.